My name is Alex Dow, and my organization is called Malvern Action for Neighbourhood Change. So Action for Neighbourhood Change is a community building project of United Way that happens in the 13 priority neighborhoods. The city provides a toolkit for community gardens on city land, so you follow a process that's available on the website. The garden is managed by a collective of residents. Residents collectively do the maintenance, the watering, all those different responsibilities. We collectively did the design, and the produce will be divided between the members, and a portion will be donated to a local food bank. I think outreach is important. You really have to let your community know what you're doing and get a team of people to help you. The city is much more comfortable working with you if you're part of a larger team that's asking for a project like this to be installed in a city park. In order to get people involved in the beginning, we did some flyering, we did some community meetings, just talking to residents about what they wanted to see happen in their parks. And once a couple people got involved, they then brought other people. We gathered a group of residents who were interested in working on food security and the environment. And we found that a lot of them were meeting other people involved in the city in these types of issues, but they were always having to meet them downtown, either at conferences or other events. So by creating this network locally, we not only created space for residents to connect, but also we started to see our parks as being important public spaces that we often lack in Scarborough. So we started the garden in April 2009, and it took 2.5 years to do the groundbreaking. It took another 6 months to get to be able to plant. In order to keep people involved over the 3 years that it took basically for us to have started the idea to then see it actually in the ground, it was a lot of meetings, and people usually get turned off a lot of meetings. And so we had to design activities that were kind of team building exercises, but also beneficial for the community. So we did a lot of community cleanups. We started our local Jane's Walk 3 years ago. Those kinds of things that got people working together, but also helped people feel as though they were accomplishing something by being involved. We worked a lot with our local Home Depots and Lowe's, so the kind of big box hardware stores that we have a lot of in Scarborough. We really had to work with our city councillor, who is very instrumental in pushing forward with our application. And we also worked with our parks department, our parks supervisor specifically. And you also have to work with the community garden office at the City of Toronto as well. We worked with a number of other partners around training and getting information that would support us to be able to do such a large project. So, for example, we worked with Live Green Toronto, we worked with Food Share, we had some support financially from United Way as well. So we've just started doing planting, and we see just how we've added to the dynamism in the park. Really, we've taken over sections of the park that were not used by residents. And so there's a whole new kind of life. There's people stopping by to ask questions and find out more about the project. There's people who would like to get involved. We're talking about other things that we'd like to see in our parks. It really is fulfilling what we hoped it would, which is to bring neighbors together who haven't met before.